Good afternoon. Myself, Dr. M. Vijay Kumar. Today, I am going to discuss about the electrical and electronics instruments. So, the analog meters are the voltmeter and ammeter. The energy meters are the single and three-phase energy meters. Then watt meters, induction type, electrodynamometer, and power factor meter. And the frequency meter, instrument transformer, megger, and multimeters. So these are all the electrical and electronics instruments. So first, the analog instrument. It is a device is one which most of the output or display is continuous function of a time and the constant relation to its input. So the classification of the analog instrument is here. So based on the quantity they measure, like the ammeter, voltmeter. The classification according to the current that can be measured by them, whether AC or DC, and also the accordance to the effect of used working, like the static or dynamic, and also the indicating, recording, integrating, and the basics of the method used for comparing the unknown quantity, like the direct comparison measurement. So the ammeter is mostly to measure the current. So the construction is a ampere meter. It is a device for measuring the electric current through the wire or circuit element. So the ammeter circuit in series with the resistance, the the red is indicating the ammeter block. So here the detailed the circuit is given from the volt to resistance and to the ammeter. So when we are applying the supply to the circuit through the resistance, the ammeter will indicate the reading of the the current, and also the measuring a simple circuit. So in this ammeter having the some resistance, so resistance we have a formula, and also the current also we have the formula according to the Ohm's law. So I is equal to V by R, plus R is means the internal resistance. The current I is equal to V by R. For designing an ammeter, we can use as a galvanometer. So based on the galvanometer, it will be working on the designing principle. So using the electronic sensor, instead of uh, analyzing the performance of the particular ammeter. So the galvanometer is a meter that the current flows through the coil in a magnetic field. The coil experiences a torque connected needle to deflect. So here it shows the detailed pictorial representation of the ammeter. So from that the 0 point from the 0 point to the maximum, so based on the amount which will be consumed by the load. So here the portable ammeter diagram also indicating here, analog and digital meter also. So another is a voltmeter. It is a common instrument used to measure the voltage. It can either be measure a AC or DC voltage. So actually the potential difference is the voltage. So the across the terminal potential difference between the 2 point, it will be connected. The parallel to the supply. So here the diagram representation is here. The two resistors are connected in parallel and parallel with the voltage. So by using the voltmeter, we can measure the voltage across the R1. So here also the three resistors parallel. As they connect across the voltage, we can measure the three resistors parallel. How much amount of the voltage is consumed by the total circuit, that will be indicated by the voltmeter. So the symbol of the voltmeter. So the diagram representation is here. So the type of voltmeter instrument, the analog, digital, the principle is based on the working of the Ohm's law. The potential difference is equal to current into resistance. The V is equal to I into R formula. That is Ohm's law formula. The comparison between the ammeter and the voltmeter is a current measuring device which is measure current through the circuit, whereas the voltage is the measuring the device which measures the potential difference between the 2 points in a circuit. Ammeter connected in a series, whereas the voltmeter connected in a parallel, and the resistance is very very small in a ammeter, so resistance is very high in the the voltmeter. So the deflecting torque is produced by a current to be measured directly, whereas the voltmeter deflecting torque is produced by a current which is proportional to the voltage to be measured. Thank you.